Okay, good morning everyone. So for today's tutorial, we are going to use Blender to build the basic female figures for the characters. So that's the progress for the next half of semester. Let's get started. First thing is we have to import the reference image. Let's just go to the front view. You can press 1, go to the front view, press Shift A for add the new object, and choosing image reference and choosing the image that you can download from my cloud drive. Let's click this one. This is the first front side image. Let's click the image, go to the image data setting, and I want to check the opacity. For this one, let's turn this one into 0.5 so that it won't block your visions. Press Shift A again, repeat these operations. We can just simply change the image here. Let's choose in the backside. So they are the reference image. Also, I want to import another reference image that's for the anatomy studies. Okay, so now we have. So how can we get started? First thing about the structure of the muscle, basically we will use in the simple polygon modeling to build up the basic shape. Then we can go to the sculpting mode. To create the details. Anyway, let's get started. First things, let's press Shift A, go to create a cube. Scale down the cube, move this one up, and then I'd like to turn on the X-ray mode. Alright, let's turn on the X-ray mode. Next part, let's press Ctrl 1, turn this one into the subdivision mode so that it will be smooth. And also let's go to the modifier and click this button on Cage so that all the vertex will attach on the surface geometries. Next part, let's go to the edit mode, choose the face here. I want to press Ctrl R using the loop cut to cut off this one into a half. And Ctrl R again, cut them into half. And also for the middle, I think we need probably 1 cut, 2 cut. Alright, so now we have. Next part, let's go to modifier, add on a mirror modifier. For the mirror modifier, we are going to mirror the object on the X direction, also turn on the bisect so that it won't have the repeated mirror object. Alright, so now we have. Next part, let's go to the vertex control. Let's move them inside. Sorry, let's do it again. Alright, bisect, yeah, that's correct. Move this one up. Okay, so now we have. And also you can turn on this one, so it will automatically do the operation to the other side. Let's move the one to something like this. Let's do the mirror first, then do the subdivision second, so it will look more naturally. Alright, so let's choose in the middle edge, Ctrl B for a bevel. Let's increase the number of the segment. I want to have 2 more. Let's do that again. 2. Okay, so it looks fine. So for the neck part, let's just simply choose using extrude for create the neck. Let's choose in the upper area, probably around here. Okay, press E and S, scale down, and E and Z for extrude, 1 time, 2 times. Okay, so now we have. Right now, obviously, if you go to the side view, it's too thick, so we have to change that. Let's just go to vertex mode, select the edge here. Okay, things like that. And for the upper part, let's just move them to the outside. Move them here, here. It doesn't have to be very precise, but more or less, it can try to make the geometry follow the shape of our reference image. And for this part, let's just move them up so that we can using these shape to create the chest. Alright, let's go to the side view. For the side view, let's just move them inside. Alright, move this one inside a little bit. For that part, same idea. Okay, good. So next part, let's deal with the abandoned part. Let's select all of them, Shift D, copy, and Shift D for copy. Sorry, I think I already copied that. And press S and Z, -1, so that we can reverse this one, this button. Move this one up. So press L key and you can select the whole separated object. For this part, we don't need that anymore, but for now, let's just directly delete the face. Press X key and you can delete the face. Let's press here for refill the gape. The typology right now doesn't matter, so let's just ignore that. Let's quickly get the right shape first. That will be the most important things. Okay, let's go to the side view. The side view, so far it looks fine. Let's move the S part, go inside. And this part, you can going up a little bit. And on the side, let's make sure they go down. So for now, the shape looks fine, but it's too thick. So let's press S and Y, scale down this model. Okay, so much better than before. Alright, so now we have a rough shape about the body. How about the hand and arm? For the hand and arm, very simple. Let's press Shift A, create a new UV sphere, and decrease the number of the segment. We don't need so much. So let's just press 6 by 4, it will be quite enough. Then let's move them to the side. G, no. Wait for a second, let me think about that. Okay, let's scale down and move them to the side. I don't know why it connected to each other. Alright, okay. Let's just simply using this one to create the face. For the face, very simple. Right now, it doesn't have to be very detailed. Let's just make a rough shape, mask-like face. It will be quite enough. So this is the head. This is the front side. This is the jaw for your face. And this part is supposed to be bigger. Okay, so now let's look at everything. Press G, move into here. Scale down, press S and X, scale down. Okay, so now we have. Let's move them up. Okay, probably something like this. So this is the face. How about the neck part? The neck part, yeah, it's supposed to be thinner. Otherwise, it will look pretty weird. Okay, so let's press S and Z, flatten this one, and we can also use a loop tool for circleize the shape of the neck. For this part, same idea. S and Z, flatten, and loop tool, circleize the shape. No, not that good. Alright, let's just keep like this. Alright, so this is the rough shape of the head. Probably for this part we can change a little bit. Move this one down. Let me think. Add one more segment here. And move this one down. Move this one. Move the backside inside. Move this one down. Okay, so now we have. Next part about the arm. Let's press Shift A. Shift S. Move the cursor to selected. Shift A. Create a new UV sphere. Scale down. So this will be the tricep. The tricep muscle means here. It's a water drop-like shape. So let's rotate this one. Press R and Y, rotate it a little bit, and flatten this one. Press S and double Y. No. Sorry. Because right now we are under the edit mode, so we cannot using the object axis to do that. It's okay. Let's just make the shape looks like this, and you will be fine. Go to the side view. Obviously, right now it's too flattened, so let's try to enlarge the shape, enlarge the thickness, and you can take a look about the reference image. Basically, it will look like a water drop shape. Let's go to the side view. Go up, make this one bigger. Alright, so now once we have, let's choose in all the muscle here. Shift D for copy. Press R and Z for rotating 90 degrees. S and Z enlarge and make this one longer. Press S and X. Scale down the muscle shape on the X direction. Press R and Y, rotate this one to the right direction. S and Y, make this one go to the negative side. Alright, so for the upper part of the arm, basically was composed by 3 pieces of muscle. Let me show to you. On the front side here, wait for a second. I have 2 repeated images. It's okay. On the front side, we have 1. This is the bicep. On the back side, we have 2, just like this. And in the middle part, this is about the elbow. So let's try to do that. First thing is let's duplicate 1 more piece of muscle, and then move this one to the back side. Let's redo that. Shift D for copy. Let's go to the back side. Let's turn off the X-ray because right now somehow it will block my vision. So let's turn off that and copy 1 more. For now, we haven't started to use the sculpting tools to do the typology and also the detail sculpting. But let's try to get the rough shape first, so that it will be better. Press on X. So this is the backside of the muscle. Let's move the shape inside, connect it to the triceps, and also here this one has to go out. Okay, let's go to the back view. Okay, so obviously the upper arm, the composition of the muscle looks fine, but it's too strong. So I will scale down this. And we can try to make them longer. If you want, you can turn on the proportional editing so you can get a more smooth controlling about your muscle shape. Okay, let's turn on this one. Alright, so this is the rough shape of the upper part of the arm and also the upper part of the body. For this area, also, we still can try to refine that, but although it's not necessary because right now it's just a simple rough prototype. We haven't started using the sculpting mode to deal with the detail. But anyway, let's try to do that, get a better shape. Okay, so pretty much done. Let's rotate this one. Probably we don't have to rotate that. Let's select all this muscle and rotate a little bit. Press R and X. Rotate. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so this is the rough shape of the upper part of the body. For the next tutorial, we will finish the lower part of the arm and also the leg part. Basically, just follow the same idea using the simple geometry with the subdivision tool and the vertex editing to get the right shape. Alright, so I will stop right here. Probably let's move the head down a little bit so it will look better. Okay, so that's it. That's the whole progress for today. For the next part, we will keep moving forward and finish the rest of part of the body. Once we finish the rest of part of the body, we can start using the sculpting mode to refine the detail and also reset the typology. Let's keep moving forward. So the next part we are going to do is the lower arms. Basically, the lower arm is composed by probably around 4 pieces of muscle. The first one is here. As far as you can see, it's come from the back side and connected to the front side. The second one is this one. It's the inner muscle. For the back side also we will have we have 3. The red one, and here that's the one we connect to the elbows and the inner ones. So that's the muscle that we are going to use. Do. Basically, this one and that one here, they are the same one. So we can follow this order to do the rest of part of the modeling. Let's get started. So first things, let's go to the edit mode and quickly copy, Shift D. Copy the muscle here. Then let's choose in the edge. Let's try to organize them because right now it's a little bit too messy. And if you think the muscle right now is already too messy and hard to control, don't forget to you can just directly using a new one. Or just like me, I will try to reorganize the typology first so that we can do the rest of modeling in a better way. Okay, let's move, scale down. Okay, move them here. Let's just quickly make the rough shape of the muscle, and don't forget to go to the side view to check that. all the shape of the muscle, basically you can imagine that it looks like a water drop shape. So follow this order. You don't have to completely understand the geometry of the muscle. Still, you can make a pretty nice one. Okay, let's make this one go inside. So this is the inner muscle, the green one. Now let's deal with the yellow one. Let's copy this one. Press L key and you can select the whole object and copy this one to the outside. Let's go to the side view. Okay, so now we have. Okay, so now we have the two pieces of muscle. Now we have the things we have to do is the outer part, the red one. The red one will come from the back side to the front side. So first thing is turn the model to the shady mode. Shift D, copy one more. And take a look about the shape of the muscle first. So the red one looks like this. So it will come from the back side and also cover part of the green one and then connect to here. So basically the flow of the muscle will look like this. It comes from here to here. That's the idea of the red one. Let's try to do that. First thing is let's try to make this part go inside a little bit. For now, again, you don't have to worry about the typologies, just get the right shape. Then we will using the remesh tool and also the sculpting tool to deal with the detail. Okay, so there it is. Let's go to the back side. For the back side, we need to create one more muscle. That's for connecting the elbows. And let's move this one out. I think right now this one is too strong, so we have to move them inside. Make this one looks a little bit flattened. Although it doesn't have to be precise, but at least it needs to have an overall shape for the typologies. Let's move them inside. Okay, let's take a look. Alright, I think right now it looks fairly okay. I want to move them out so that we can using a better pose to do the rest part of the hands. Okay, so far so good. And for this part, probably it doesn't have to be that huge. Okay, so now we have the final pieces is about the elbows. So basically it means this one. So it has to connect the upper part of the biceps muscle and also the lower part of the arm. Let's press L key, copy this one, and to the center, move them to the center. This one, I think we can scale down this one, and then go to the wireframe now. using the proportional editing. Yeah, something like that. And move the elbow out. Move this guy inside. Connect here to the inner part. Okay, now let's take a look. Not that good because it doesn't follow the right track. It's okay. I think we just need to move them out. And for this one, we have to move them to the center. Okay, move this guy inside. Alright, so I think that's all. That's all about the lower part of the arm. For the rest of the part, we can just simply leave that part to the sculpting part. Let's go to the side view and also let's rotate a little bit. Take a look about the overall shape. So far, so good. Next part is still with the hand. For the hand, right now I would keep them simple because we can do the detail later. So anyway, let's create a sphere right here and scale down the radius, ring, and also the segments. Flatten this one, press S and X, go to the side view, rotate this one a little bit. Okay, so now we have. Scale down this one. For the hand, usually I would suggest you think your hand as two pieces. So first things, this one is one piece, this one is one piece, and then your thumb is just another one piece. And for the rest of the part, it's just about the finger. For the finger, we can just simply using some simple geometry to do that. Okay, so let's split the hand to two pieces. And let's rotate a little bit. Okay, something like that. Pretty good. Alright, so next part about the thumb. Let's press Shift A, create another new UV sphere, scale down. Press R and X 90 degrees. Okay, so now we have. Okay, so that's it. Next part. For now, this one obviously is too huge. Press L key and S and X. Flatten this one. And rotate this to the right positions. Okay, something like that. So next part about the finger. For the finger, do we have to do that right now? Alright, let's do that right now so that we can see an overall shape of the hand. Okay, let's start it. So first thing is move the cursor to here, shift A, create another new cube. For the cube, scale this one down. Move that one to the right positions and rotate a little bit based on the direction of the finger. Next part, choosing the front face, choose the extrude from normals, probably for 1, 2, 3, yeah, something like that. And let's finish this one first. So press L key to move this one out so that we won't touch any other object. Next thing is, let's start to bend the finger. Press R and Y, rotate a little bit. R and Y, rotate. Okay, let's assume this is a finger. Then let's go to here and pull them back. Finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, finger 4. Okay, and right now, obviously, it doesn't look like fingers. It looks like, I don't know, hot dog or something. It is okay. Let's just put them to the right positions. And rotate a little bit. Okay, something like that. Alright, so now the last thing is about the thumbs. The thumbs is very simple. Shift D, copy one more. And then, I think we copied something wrong. It is okay. And let's press S and X -1, put them to the another directions. And the thumb is supposed to be fat, but also it will be short. Press G for moving to here. Enlarge this one. Okay, pretty much now. So probably this part has to be flattened a little bit. Okay, so this is a rough shape of the finger. Not perfect, but more or less you can see the shape of the of her hand. Okay, pretty much done. We can deal with the detail later, after we finish the overall shape. Okay, so let's assume this is a hand. Probably a little bit too small, so let's enlarge this one. Okay, I will stop right here and leave the rest apart to the sculpting part. So now let's talk about the leg and also the ass. For the ass, usually I will just simply create sphere to do that. So let's choose in the face right here, press Shift A, create a UV sphere, scale down, move them to the back side. And you basically for the ass, it was composed by 4 pieces of muscle. But for now, I will just simply using 2 pieces to represent that because it will be easier for me. Okay, something like that. It looks fine. And let's enlarge this one bigger because now we're working on a female body. Next part, let's start to do the leg. For the leg, I was still using the sphere to do that. Let's press Shift A, create a UV sphere, scale down, make them separated, and choosing the upper part, the lower part, move them down. Control R, create one more card so that we can do more operations. Again, let's choose in the face. Why I cannot select this part? It's okay. Let's do the frame selection for everything. Okay, let's go to the front view. For the detail muscle here, I hope that we can do that later. Let's try to get the overall shape first. Press E and Z for extrude 1 time, E and Z for extrude 2 times. Get the rough shape here. And then move the cursor to here. Let's create the leg, the second part of the leg. For here, let's just quickly using vertex editing to create the right shape. Right now, because we are using the mirror modifier, so it's very easy to merge the object together. Okay, so let's try to shape the leg. Okay, probably something like that. Now let's create a new, Shift A, create a new UV sphere, scale down. Let's use this one as knee. As the knee for the leg. Alright, Shift A for creating a new UV sphere. This one is for making the leg. Scale down, probably into the size like that. Choosing the face here, extrude face. Directly going down, Control R for creating probably 2 more segments. Scale down. Go to the side view. Let's go to the side view. Press G for creating something like this. For the muscle detail, we can deal with that later. Let's just get a rough shape first. Okay, final part about create a UV sphere and the foot. The foot, basically, I think we can start with a flattened object. Let's try to do that. First thing, flatten this one. Rotate this for probably around 15 degrees. Enlarge that. Alright, something like that. Control R, increase 2 more seconds. Press R and X, rotate a little bit. Shit, because right now it is too huge. Let's move them out and press S and X, scale down. And rotate a little bit on the Z directions. This part can be big. Okay, so now we have a basic shape of the foot. Let's take a look. Probably it's not perfect, but at least we have the overall and rough shape for the body. Next time, we can start to deal using the sculpting tool and also still using the morph tool to refine the detail and get a better shape. Let's take a look. Wipe out the rest of the things, and we can hide the reference image first. Let's put all the reference image to the new collections and reference. Done. Let's take a look. Okay, it's fairly enough, but probably the detail is not that good. But for that part, we can deal with the detail later by using the modify tools or probably the morph tool inside Blender, like the selection, move, and scale, that kind of things to refine that. And once we finish that, we will go to the sculpting mode and start to do the sculpting and remesh. Alright, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Don't forget to save your file.